Alright, so I've never done. Alright, I've never done stuff. Like, I've never done, what's the word? I've never really done workouts, like videos. So, this is the first shot. I don't know how to add sound over a video, so I'm just gonna be talking while doing this. This is Milkpaw. I just made her. Simple. She's like this because she's a color point, and she's young color point, so she's a young color point so she doesn't have all the stuff. Because I don't want to explain it. Do your research. Actually, fine, I'll explain it. No wait, this is a roleplay video. I'm not gonna explain it. You guys have to look it up. It's super simple. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start. Milkpaw trot around camp, looking for something to do. She picked up the blue flower, knowing she liked them. Her blue eyes also matched the colors, which she liked. She went to the river to see him again. She stared at herself, liking it. Chris, she looked pretty, and she was gonna be prettier. She walked back, expecting no one to notice she was even gone, as usual. She wasn't very popular. Not as popular as some cats, anyways. She wondered what everyone was crowding, but she didn't care. She looked at Feather, who came up to her. Hello? She asked. Feather growled at her. That was uncalled for, she said. And she knew it was true. Like, why would you growl at her? Just being polite, saying, oh, hello, yeah. But no, she had to growl at her. Sorry. She looked at faded Rose, who seemed to be giving out patrols. I need a mentor, she told her. So she told her, I need a mentor, which was true. She did not have a mentor at the moment. She wanted to. I need a mentor. She hissed, being ignored. It wasn't loud, but She made it known she was not happy with this. She looked around her, noticing all the cats. There were not many, but there were enough to keep the clan sustained, which was fine, she guessed. She held her blue flowers close, liking them a lot. She didn't want them to go away or wilt, so she would take good care of them. She knew these ones would wilt, but Aster saw her. She meowed. Alright, I'm here. Astrosar seemed to be talking to someone else at the moment. Yes, he said. I seem to not have a mentor. She knew this. She had known this for a while. But she was just gonna bring it up now. Alright, Shadow Fern. Oh. He was talking to Shadow Fern. You may be one. I'm just an apprentice. I'm just an apprentice. I need a mentor. She looked around. He didn't seem to be talking to anyone else. Riverpaw ran up. Rolled her eyes. So needy. Faded Rose to approach her. Yeah? Milkpaw? Yeah? I will mentor you. Oh, that's good. She smiled. Riverpaw, as usual, was being annoying and getting into her way. She walked out, feeling annoyed that Riverpaw had no sense for her surroundings. What'll we do first? She asked. The train, Faded Rose answered. All right. She ate happily. It was such a joy to have something to do now. Plus, Faded Rose seemed to be a good cat who would teach her well. She would learn many tricks like this from her. I suppose we'll go around the border, Faded Rose said. She nodded, and they started their journey. Follow me. They set off, going on the river stones. Milkpaw followed Faded Rose to a big river which stretched into two. So, Milkpaw waited. Faded Rose seemed to think a lot before talking, and that was a good quality in a cat. We'll start around here and travel to the bridge. Our territory's big, she muttered. We passed under many cattails and jumped across rivers, getting splashed a lot. Naturally, as a river clan cat, Milkpaw knew how to swim, and she could almost swim as well as Faded Rose. At least she thought. They approached the bridge and looked, and she saw the gorge right next to it. It's so big, she said. Yes, it is, Faded Rose said, chuckling. This leads to Four Trees. Four Trees is where we have gatherings, right? Yeah. They continued on. The gorge seemed so large, yet it was so thin from above. The gorge was so deep. The waterfall boomed in her ear and was very loud. Careful, Faded Rose said. Yes, I know to be careful. The gorge is quite dangerous. Yeah, I know She stared in awe of what seemed to be centuries of stone that had been there, carving down. They went along the gorge, awing at its beauty. She seemed so mesmerized by it. She wondered what would happen if someone fell into it. They seemed to be on a two-leg made path now. It was very rocky, but it made a clear path of where to go. She saw a abandoned two-leg den in the distance and wondered how many two-legs had lived there before they left it. They approached it, and Faded Rose starting to grow slow. It was very big and could fit millions of cats. She sat down, and Milkpaw sat down next to Faded Rose. The abandoned... It's so big, she said, responding to Faded Rose's comment of, it's a two-legged place. I know, she said, chuckling. Do two legs live here still? Heard it was abandoned. It is, but still. Don't go near it, Faded Rose answered. All right, she responded, disappointed. She wondered if any cats lived in there. She smelled a strong scent of mice living there. Okay, she said, hearing how the stray cats lived there. She wouldn't want to go to it purposely, but if she had to, she would live there as a refuge. Let's go back to camp, Faded Rose said. They jumped over some rocks and Milkpaw felt free. She had finally got out of camp after so long. She loved it. It was so freeing and everything smelled so great. She wondered when they would learn to catch fish. She loved fish. Her favorite was a carp. Those always tasted sweet and never left her the taste until after so long. They didn't seem to go at the entrance, but they entered camp at a place where the bushes didn't enter. You did well today, Faded Rose said. She purred. Thank you. She felt good to have compliments, and she would always love them. Let's train tomorrow as well. Agreed? I can't say no. No, she giggled. She joked. They entered back into camp, and Esther Star seemed to be talking to some warriors. She rolled her eyes. Warriors are so strict. She wanted to relax in the sun as its few moments were still there. But before she did, she would get a trout. It wasn't as good as carp, but it would be nice to eat. She found a nice rock and started to eat her trout.